Hello and welcome to my YouTube channel. As you can tell by the title and the thumbnail, today I'll be talking about Huevember. So recently in the November that just passed, I took on the Huevember challenge. I attempted to draw every day for a total of 30 days for Huevember 2022. So I decided to make this video to talk about kind of what I did and my experiences and my thoughts on the Huevember challenge. So I believe the way that I specifically did Huevember contributed to my experience. My plan wasn't to do a full piece artwork every single day because for me that's unrealistic since I'm a full-time college student. I didn't really have the time to be putting in 4 to 6 hours trying to make a full piece every single day. Instead, I chose to do a monochrome colored sketch every day and post that onto my Instagram. I did it in the form of posts, reels, and stories. I tried to draw a sketch every single day, but some days I just got a little bit too busy. So to keep up with posting a color every single day, I would do a few sketches in advance on one day so that I could have them kind of lined up and ready to go. That was more something I did in the beginning of the challenge, and towards the end of the month, I was actually doing it every day. So one of the big appeals of Huevember and most monthly art challenges is that you're posting every day. As we all know, the Instagram and I guess TikTok algorithms really like it when you post every single day. It's good for engagement and it works well with the algorithm. And I believe this is true. I gained a lot of followers this month from the reels I posted of this challenge and a few from my posts. A lot of my reels got a lot of views. So that was definitely a pro to this challenge. I think one of the cons to posting every day is that the time that you post really influences the engagement that you will get on a post or a reel. So for me, I got most of my views when I posted a reel at 1:30 a.m. which obviously was not good because, I need to sleep, I had school, I would have school the next day. I didn't really want to wake up tired, but I would try to post at that time, and usually I go to bed a little bit later, so it wasn't too bad to stay up till 1:30, but it did get tough on the days where I was really tired. So it kind of got to the point where I was like, it's not worth it. I can still post later. As long as I'm posting on the same day, it'll be okay. That's kind of the mindset that I adopted later on into the challenge. And I think it was beneficial because it kind of helps you with your mindset towards posting on Instagram as an artist in general. So I think that's a good thing. Another appeal to Huevember is drawing every day. So, a lot of artists say it's good to practice your drawing and to draw every day if you want to improve. And I definitely believe that is true. Even though I was just doing some sketches, I tried to practice some different angles of the head. Sometimes I throw a hand in there. But more often than not, I didn't have time to do all that or to look up references for anatomy. So I would usually stick to what I was comfortable with, which I was kind of disappointed in because I really wanted to try practicing more with anatomy and stuff with this challenge. It really wasn't sustainable for me, but I think it definitely did help anyways. Another thing with drawing every day was that it kind of got a little bit boring for me. Well, towards the middle, no, not towards the middle. In the beginning, it started to get a little bit boring drawing every day, having to use a color and draw a sketch. And even though it was my choice to do these simple color sketches every day, it kind of felt a bit repetitive and it didn't give me as much creative freedom as I wanted. And I really want to do more illustrations like how I usually do, but it'd be kind of like, oh wait, it's still November. I have to do a sketch so I can post it on this day and kind of keep up with the theme. I didn't really want to disrupt the feed of my Instagram page with something that didn't fit in with the challenge. So that kind of held me back from drawing really what I wanted to draw. But I feel like that's more on me than on the challenge itself. But these are all things that I was kind of thinking towards the early middle of the challenge, days 11 to 15. around then, my mindset of the challenge kind of changed. Moving forward from that, I kind of started to look at it in a more positive view. I just want to talk about some other things regarding Huevember. One thing with Huevember and other art challenges, such as Inktober, for example, is that there's a danger of falling in the trap of posting just to post. I almost fell victim to this early on. I was getting stressed because I didn't have a sketch ready to post on time, for example. But then I recognized this and I told myself it will get done when it gets done. So I kind of tried to think of that throughout the rest of the month to kind of keep from stressing out about a simple challenge which is meant to be fun and helpful instead of stressful and feeling like work. One thing that really helped me was I had researched a little bit about Huevember before I started the challenge. I had watched a YouTuber by the name of Simon's Art. I believe that's how you pronounce her channel name. But they had a really nice video about Huevember. So I kind of used that to determine if I even wanted to do the challenge in the first place. Basically, the reason I did Huevember was because I had always wanted to participate in one of these art challenges. Originally I wanted to do Inktober, but I didn't get the chance to prepare for it because of school and everything. So come October, I had nothing prepared to do inking for. So I decided it would be better to just wait till November and do Huevember, which I'm glad that I did. I don't think I'll be participating in another monthly art challenge anytime soon, but I think it was a good experience for me to have. So originally when I was getting bored with the challenge, I had said that I would take a day and just draw all the rest of the sketches for the whole rest of the month and just post them as the day come. That was originally the plan, and even though it kind of defeats the purpose of the challenge, I was kind of over it at that point in time. But then that didn't work out because I got busy on the day that I had planned to do that. So instead, I just kept doing it every day, and eventually I grew to like doing the challenge more, and I actually enjoyed drawing every day. Another thing I noticed about Huevember is that it was very popular like a few years ago, like 2018, 2019, 2020, but this year I didn't see as many people doing it. I think one of the reasons is because it's a lot more time consuming, or it can be a lot more time consuming to do a fully colored drawing as opposed to Inktober where you just have to ink something. In Huevember, you potentially could have to ink and color depending on what your art style is. So I think that might be one of the reasons why. One of the things that drew me to this challenge was in my research, I had looked at other artists to see if they had done Huevember, and scrolling through the feed and seeing that nice chunk of rainbow, it was very pleasing to the eye. So I wanted that on my Insta feed as well. So that was a big motivating factor for doing this. I think if you're not careful with your mindset and your relationship with social media, the challenges can become dangerous to your growth as an artist creatively and your growth on social media itself, because you can fall into a mindset that could potentially make you fall out of love with art. In the beginning, for me, it was a little bit limiting because it kind of promoted a gotta get it done mindset, which kept me from exploring my art in other ways, such as in other programs or practicing, because of the time restraints that I had. And not gonna lie, after finishing this challenge, I got a nice art block, which I kind of am still in. I'm trying to explore different methods of coloring and things like that, which has definitely been helping me to get out of my art block, and I'm hoping to document that in further videos to come. As I had said before, my mindset kind of changed. Towards the end of the challenge, I kind of started to post just any time in the day because it was hard to keep doing it at 1:30 a.m. So I kind of just gave up on that. And I feel like it kind of caused a hit towards my engagement because in the last 10 days, the last 10 days of the month, I wasn't getting as many views on my reels as I had earlier in the month. But, it was okay. At that point, I wasn't as concerned with the amount of views I had gotten. And another thing is I started to enjoy the challenge and drawing every day. It did get hard to come up with ideas when I got towards the end of the month because, it kind of felt like I had already used every single idea that I had. So I didn't really want to go too complex because it would take too long. Usually these would take me 5 to 10 minutes to complete, but I think I pulled it off in the end. One thing that I really enjoyed about this challenge was meeting other artists. Like I said, I gained a good chunk of subscribers. Not subscribers. I gained a good chunk of followers on Instagram from this challenge. And a few of these artists actually reached out to me and kind of talked to me. And it was really nice to engage with the community, make some new art friends. And a lot of them were doing the Huevember challenge themselves. So it was really cool to see how other people kind of interpreted the challenge and put their own spin on it and their own art styles into it. So I think that was a really nice part of the challenge. Moving forward, I really want to explore my art style, not just kind of trying to change it, but more like developing it. I really want to put more focus on studies of anatomy and different ways of rendering to really take my art to that next level. And I'm planning to document it here on this YouTube channel. If you're interested in that, stay tuned. I have a lot of fun ideas that I would like to do moving forward with this channel. I was actually thinking of opening up a Redbubble shop and having some or all of my Huevember artworks available as stickers on there. I still have to decide if I want to do that, but if I do, be on the lookout. If you want, you can follow me on Instagram and TikTok. I use Instagram more than I use TikTok. And like and subscribe to my YouTube channel and comment down below if you have any thoughts on Huevember or the artwork or just anything really. Enjoy the rest of the video and have a great day or great night depending on what time it is for you. And I'll talk to you guys later.